Got one person in here, it looks like. What's up, Queen? Good Times Homestead. Bernie 351. Who else we got? Might be about it. Rewild. I make all the people in here moderators so that they can see what's or see others' channels. Let me get my invite up here. What's up, Rich? There you go. Should be able to pop up here if you want. What's up, Mark J. Larson? Mark, I got myself a bunch of traps. I'm going to join the old trapping army here. DJ Milhouse. Way more than it should have. It was over 10, under 15. Appreciate it, Bernie. That's awesome, Mark. No, I just got 2 dozen 220s. No problem, DJ. So did everybody see the short that I did with this? I thought that was funny. There's 2 shorts that all of you should go look at on my channel, and one of them is of that rock, and one of them is a crab shell on the beach. If you haven't watched those already. It's a nice boulder. Just cracked me up. I saw that sound, or I heard that sound, and I said, I got to make me a thing with that, because it just fits so well with my channel. Queen, how did that crab make noise? Did Queen Hess make noise? No, I didn't do it just for Sandy. I did it for everybody. Everybody that makes fun of me for my rock. uh, oh man, let's see here. That was loud. You saw the crab. You need to go look at. Well, what's up, Bud Files? You need to go look at the other one if you've heard all the stories about the rock that I pulled off the bottom of the ocean. Please hit the thumbs up button, guys. I'd appreciate it. What's up, KRDP? Nothing's wrong with the rock. It's just one that I pulled off the bottom of the ocean, and everybody makes fun of me for showing it so often. But I just had to do that for everybody that thought it was weird. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good little short. I like the crab one just as good though. KRDP, obviously you've been in here before. What's up, Ashley? Thanks for listening in. I appreciate it. But for some reason, it's not ringing a bell who you are, but that's okay too. About to be driving. Better be careful while you're driving. Wouldn't want you smacking a tree while you're on my live. I mean, I don't care if you smack one with your hand, but not with your car. Who's going to come up and join me tonight? Yeah, you're funny, Otter Cat. What's up, Steve? What's up, Fishing with Domingo? Did you have a bad experience with fishing during a thunderstorm? KRDP? What's up, Josh? Skinner Farms? Yeah, we don't really get thunderstorms here, so don't have to worry about that too much. I heard thunder for the first time in close to a year just the other day, but I very seldom get thunder around here. Oh, got you. Yeah, if we do get thunderstorms, it'll be in probably July or August, but it's very, very seldom that we do. Or at least lightning. We hear thunder more than we see lightning, probably. So, what else is going on? Yeah, got you there. Steve, you been out fishing anymore since last Friday or Saturday? I don't know if there is on the bottom Otter Cat, but there is like up around the on a real low tide. Steve actually has videos of going out and collecting them. Um, I've never done that, but yeah, I've seen them out there. Some. Last, uh, yeah, I think I told you guys last week how good of a day we had out on the ocean. I've never brought up a shell. I've brought up starfish and I brought up oh, what's up, Steve?
What's up, Earl?
What's up, Thumpaholic? What's
Hey,
those?
everyone in the chat.
What's
Mark
those?
G. Larson.
What's those little white squishy things that we pull off the reef sometimes, Steve?
Oh, that's a good question. Those gooey things?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are. It's an animal of some kind that sucks onto the rocks down there, but
Yeah. Well, that's a good question. Probably asking the wrong guy.
it's like a kind of like a sea cucumber, but it's not that. I don't think.
I don't know if we're pulling up parts of them because usually you snag them on pretty good and it's hard to get them off of there and you just pull a chunk of it. It almost looks like no, not a scallop, but
Yeah,
they're real gristly.
What's up, Tina Ladybug?
Oh, Tina.
Rich almost can think of the name.
Yeah, me too.
I think he knows what they're called, but no, it's not oysters. They're not in a shell. It's just a gooey ball of something that comes off the rock.
I don't know. Maybe I ought to try eating one of those.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, you eat rats, you might as well try that.
Have you been out again since last Friday and Saturday? What's up, Ken?
No, but you know what? The ocean was gorgeous today. I mean, it was.
I knew it was supposed to be.
Well, it didn't look like it. You know, the weather was supposed to be windy. It was a little breezy, but you couldn't tell that on the water. And I put my boat away under the tarp today.
Yeah.
I had that all planned out. I'm headed to Scappoose, Oregon tomorrow. I'm going to fish on, I guess it's the Willamette up there where it hits the Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever that is. Brian from
Working Class,
podcast invited me to go and him and another guy.
Yeah.
So how could I turn it down? They say
you going for
Springers.
Springers. Okay.
Yeah. For those of you out there who don't know, they're just Chinook salmon, but when they get up into the river systems, they call them Springers for whatever reason. It's beyond me. I'm from Wyoming. Earl won't know more than I would.
I don't know
But-
why they call them springers. I don't ever fish for them.
I guess just because they come up in the spring.
I guess.
That's
There,
what my
I
guess
mean,
is.
it's a spring run instead of a fall run.
Yeah. Well, do they call them fallers in the fall? No.
Yeah, I guess. What's up, Sandy?
Oh, sandy toes.
So
Yeah,
did
I'm looking forward to that. We're going to stay in St. Helens. Sue's going to go. She'll just be hanging
Oh,
around the hotel.
you,
And we're only going to fish on Wednesday. That's it.
Yep.
But it's supposed to be, a little rain in the morning, then pretty nice during the day. So give me a chance to get some more content.
yeah.
Hopefully you'll catch something.
KRDP, we have oysters out here too, but that's not what we were snagging. That's all. I thought you were going to go for sturgeon.
Do they have oysters in Oregon?
There's some in the Uquina Bay. There's an
are?
oyster. Yeah, there's an oyster bed right up the river.
Oh, I thought that was the oyster farm.
Well, it might be, but
Well,
it's still
If-
oysters. What's up? Can't think of your
Willamette,
name.
Willamette Valley Adventures.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's lives about 4 miles from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does nutria hunts too. He eats them too. See, Steve, I ain't the only one.
I guess we're gonna have to wait until this summer for me to go hunting with you again. We're leaving a week from Friday to head home.
What sound am I giving you a rendition of, Sandy?
The sound of your rock or your crab?
I'm not sure. I can't think of what Willamette Valley Adventures' name is. I met him once, and I forget what it is.
See you, Mark.
Mark's leaving.
He's gonna go skin a beaver.
Got you. Oh, he said it'll keep us running. All right, that works. Either one would be funny.
I got to ask you, Earl, how did you do that
Do what?
with that crab and then have that baseball go out or whatever it was?
I edited it.
I know, but where did you find that particular
On
thing with
Inst-
that gallon of coffee? I mean,
on Instagram.
so you just copied it off of there?
Well, you can't just copy it off of there. You got to be smart.
No, well, that leaves me out.
I'll tell you sometime, but ditch
Yeah, it's-
chickens. It's Weston. That's right, Weston with Willamette Valley Adventures. Weston, I made you a mod on here so that you can go. All you have to do is hit it, anybody else's icon, and you can or logo, whatever, and you can get to their channel that way. So it's a lot easier to find people. Yeah, I see that.
Everyone, I got a hat. Everyone, did you see that? Steve from Wyoming?
Wyoming, sure enough, you do.
Yeah, I do. I got a sweatshirt. Got to keep up with Earl.
Steve, did I tell you me and Josh went out last Friday evening and killed 20 nutria in a couple hours?
No.
That's gonna be a good video.
Wow.
I mean, they were everywhere. What's up, Travis Johnson?
Hello, Travis.
That is awesome. That's a
43
big.
pounds.
That is a big lingcod.
That is real big.
What's up, Modog?
Modog.
Travis, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can pick up channels if you want to. But yeah, how long was that one, Travis? That's got to be a
That's got to be
incher.
better than 40 inches anyway.
Yeah, better than 40 anyway. That's huge.
You can't keep sturgeon, Ottercat.
I
I think
don't
they
need-
they closed it down altogether, didn't they?
Excite me. Well, you can catch and release, but
Yeah, but you can't keep them. I think they cut that out.
right. That doesn't even really excite me that much.
I used to eat sturgeon a lot. It's pretty good. not even a fishy taste. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Jessica says you can keep them at the Dells. Oh, I guarantee you that was a big old head. If it was 43 pounds, you could have stuck your head inside of its mouth. I guarantee you.
Yeah. So how long was it?
Didn't say how long it was.
No, I know. I'm asking him how long it was.
Washington maybe is opening up for sturgeon, but not Oregon.
Oh,
So you'd maybe, I don't know that for a fact, but she said she looked it up on the Washington thing. He's not 100% sure how long it was.
oh. Yeah. I don't have a scale that goes to 43 pounds.
Well, that one up there at the dock would, I think. But that I don't know how accurate that one is anyhow.
Yeah, I don't either. Hello, Ken.
He has a new scales that goes up to 100 pounds. Well, it's a good thing you had that one.
Mm-hmm. Hello, meow.
We should go on the charter boat next Saturday.
Yeah.
If the ocean isn't nice. I mean, if it's not nice enough for our boat.
Yeah. You know, Ed's supposed to be camping that weekend. We're supposed to do something with him either Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure which one,
Yeah.
but I'm sure he'd like to go too.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
But I don't know if he wanted to leave his wife in a camper all weekend or all day.
It wouldn't be all day. It would only be half a day.
Yeah, that's true. Not like I need any more lingcod or rockfish.
Yeah.
You know, 2 times out and I got plenty.
Oh, I know. I got a lot of them too. What's up, Lauren?
Hello, Lauren. Yeah, I don't have anything really planned for next weekend. Or the ocean's supposed to be kind of crappy, I know, for the rest of the week.
Yeah. All right, Ken. I don't know. If nothing else, I'll probably get some traps set. I got my traps finally.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you can you stick your hand in it so we can see how cool it looks?
I mean, maybe it won't be on purpose, but
We'll just do like Mark does, you know.
what does he do?
We put. Didn't you know that all those guys were sticking their hand in the traps
Yeah,
and it was
I
kind of
saw
going around? Why don't you do that?
No, because I'm not stupid. I like my fingers. I like my hands.
If I had one, I'd do it.
I'm sure you would. Sure you would. You seem like that kind of a guy.
The what?
I said you look like that kind of a guy.
I know I'm a tough SOB. Old, but tough. Thumpaholics in.
11 kokanee. No, I don't do much lake fishing at all. I do want to go to Outlook. What is it? Outlook Point this year and do some walleye fishing. I also one of my other bucket list fish this year is stripers. We got to do that yet too, Steve.
That's on the Umpqua, isn't it?
Smith, but yeah, down in that area. Well, the Umpqua and the Smith. If you go to the mouth of the Umpqua to the Smith, I don't think they go up the Umpqua much. What's up, Freezer Bound?
Freezer bound. What's happening?
What's up, Jody? Green Peter
Hey, Jody.
is close to Sweet Home, Rich, which is the other way from my house from the ocean. Who's modified? Modog. Autocorrect. One of these days, Joe and Heidi, when they take their boat home to get it serviced and stuff, they say sometimes they'll go put it on a lake over there and go kokanee fishing. I told him when he does that, let me know, and I'll come over there for something different.
Yeah.
And fish with them.
Well, you and I talked last fall about going walleye fishing together.
I know. If I can get that set up, I'll have you go along too, because it'll be me and Eric the fish nerd for two of us. And I don't know, that's probably you and me and him could do it. Maybe Josh. I don't know how many people are. I mean, I think he troll for him mostly, but I think he can cast and retrieve for him too.
I think it all depends. I used to catch them casting, retrieving, or just throwing little grubs, chartreuse grubs on the bank, working them back.
Yeah.
Or I can use those bottom bouncers. I got a lot of walleye stuff at the house.
Yeah.
I just got to remember to bring it because it just dawned on me right now. So we'll be back in 2 months.
Weston, have you ever done it? Modog finally got his kayak all rigged up and ready for the first trip on the water. You betcha.
That was a nice kayak you got.
That will be a nice kayak.
You say it was $4,000? Dang.
Not sure. Should have just got a jet ski. Go out there and fish off of a jet ski. Why not?
What's Beta saying about Dolly Parton? What about Dolly Parton?
Dolly Varden. Weston said nope, but I'm planning on going either way. No, I'd love to figure out the stripers for sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Used to catch a lot of stripers when I lived in California.
Yeah. Bobby's in the house.
Say, Bobby. It's me, Bobby. You should come up unless you didn't get a haircut yet. Then you don't have to.
He ain't gonna get a haircut. You kidding yourself? Come on.
He's trying to grow one of those beards too, like Mark. That comes down to here.
Modog says 3,700 or so. A little bit under 4.
Still pretty pricey. I think I paid $300 for mine.
Supposed to be good eating. I'm not sure what they taste like. They're
What?
supposed to be stripers.
Oh, they taste good. They taste like a
they're supposed
whitefish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not supposed to eat many of them because they have a lot of mercury in them, they say.
We can all camp at your parents' place in Lakeside. Where's Lakeside? Oh, I know where Lakeside is. That's down close to what's around 10 Mile. What's up, Jolly Bait? And we're getting a lot of different people in here tonight. That's awesome.
Hey, Jolly Bait.
I mean, you've been in here before because you're a moderator, but there's just a lot of others besides the just regulars that are in here. No more paddling around. No, the foot pedals, those are awesome.
That'd be nice to be able to steer yourself with those kind of too,
Yeah, 5 miles past Winchester Bay. What's up, Mr. Duggar?
Yeah, Winchester Bay's not too far from here. I'm going to say less than an hour. It's about 45 to Florence. So Winchester Bay is another.
Bay is further than that.
No.
I mean,
10 miles.
Man, Winchester. You got a half hour to Florence?
No, 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
40
Florence.
minutes.
How far to Reedsport? Winchester Bay is past Reedsport.
Well, yeah, about a mile,
Yeah, I know.
but I don't know. I know it's an hour or less. I'm pretty.
I didn't forget, Lauren. I had it. 4-inch curly tail grubs for walleyes.
Yeah, that's good. Chartreuse is always my favorite for walleye.
See, I know nothing about it. So we got 19 thumbs ups,
How many do you have in here now?
23 right now. We were almost up to 30 for a minute there.
Till I got on.
Oh, now it says 26 again.
Yeah, people are in and out. Where's Sandy Toes? I thought she'd come up too.
She was in here, I thought.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. What's up, Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Jody says she always gives me 2 thumbs ups.
Ooh, potato bacon soup. That sounds good.
Who's having? Oh, there.
Yeah, she was in here.
There she is. She's eating lunch. 32 days in a row for walleye. We like it.
Wow.
What's up, Bob?
There's Bobby. You long-haired hippie?
Yep.
Yep.
You long-hipped Harry? Or, no, that's backwards.
You know, we used to go to Canada every year and go walleye fishing up in the lakes in Canada. Boy, talk about a blast. You can catch 100 a day there.
Yeah.
Big ones, too. 10-pounders.
It has been a day.
Well, Eric the fish nerd caught one, I think it was like 28 inches up there on Outlook Point.
Boy, that's pretty good size.
That was a big one. He said they only caught 2 that day, but both of them were, I think, 20 or over.
Wow. We've got some lakes close to us there in Wyoming that have walleye in them. One pretty good one was actually in Montana, just across the border, which is 10 miles.
Yeah.
That's another fish I've never caught.
I haven't either.
Really good eating. Really good. Kind of like lingcod. Kind of like the same consistency. Nice white, clear meat.
I haven't eaten any of that lingcod from Friday or Saturday. Man, I went back and edited that video from Saturday, and I don't think we were out there hardly 15 minutes before we had half our limit.
Well, the day you pulled up next to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were on them. Well, especially when you net them and you only use a fishing pole. It's a lot easier.
That was so dumb. That was, I think, about the biggest fish we took home too. That was crazy.
That one short I put out with that when he came up, that hitchhiker came up and got that one. That China rockfish. Did you see that short I put up?
I did. I'm not notified for your shorts. They're very, very seldom anyway. I should go back and look at them all.
Yeah, you should. Anyway, I was reeling it up. I got it within 3 feet of the surface. And here comes this huge lingcod. And it was probably mid-30s, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes up behind him, and it's just sitting there looking at it. And I kind of drop the rod, and he just goes zoop, and grabs onto him and just starts swimming around with him like it was nothing. And then finally spit it out.
Well, why didn't you gaff it?
We already had our limit. We were already in the bleed box.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have just put a net under him.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, where'd Bobby go? I guess I'm talking too much.
I don't know. I think his phone acts up and stuff. What's up, Woody?
Hey, Woody. Yeah.
I would love to have seen every one of you that watched that. I would have loved to watch you You
Now,
know,
usually those kind of go viral, but you didn't get that many likes.
no, I didn't. I sent it
There
to
he
my
is.
wife. I
I'm
sent
not sure what happened.
it as a text, and she was sitting right over there, and I was sitting here, and usually that kind of thing scares her bad, and she never flinched,
Really?
not even a little bit. She's not sure why she didn't, because yeah, that usually gets her pretty good. But
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened just now. I clicked something and it sent me back to YouTube.
I hate it when that happens. I do that a lot.
Woody, did you see that I got some traps? I'm gonna join the old guys out there in the woods stomping around.
Did you get your tag or license, whatever it is?
No, you don't have to for Nutria.
Oh,
If
you don't?
if you have, there's things you have to do to trap them. But yeah,
I've actually always wondered about that with trapping because say you're trying to trap nutria and you get a raccoon instead.
I'll let it loose. It's conibear traps. I'll let it loose, but it won't go anywhere.
Is it the kind that goes like this or the kind that goes like that?
Right.
It's the conibears, the body traps.
Okay.
So yeah, they ain't going anywhere if they get caught in there.
I don't know anything about trapping.
Either.
They're all hanging out on the clothesline right now, getting rusty.
I know how to make a snare to catch birds, but that's about it.
That'd work for Nutria too. Just make a bigger loop. I've actually thought about doing that too, because it wouldn't be that hard to do.
Yeah.
But I'll just set my old conibears instead.
I've also made those pyramid traps for birds where you like layer sticks in a pyramid
Yeah,
and then you set a trigger and when they go in to get food, they step on the trigger and it closes down on them.
yeah.
I've made those before and those are fun. I just
What kind of birds you catch?
The bird fly away.
Tweety birds or robins or something or what?
Robins, pigeons, sometimes starlings, which I'd get rid of when I catch starlings. But all sorts of different birds. I've caught a couple cardinals.
How come you don't do a video on that? That'd be kind of cool.
I haven't done it in a while. I gotta get out there and find the materials to make another one.
Lauren, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them. They ain't worth anything. I thought about skinning them out or at least skinning the rear end of them out and getting the hindquarters off and using it for crab bait at least or something like that. But probably mostly feeding the eagles and the coyotes.
I'm telling you, man, you can make nutria hide hats like coonskin hats and just find someone to embroider the reef robber across the front of it.
Yeah.
Or Nutria Ninja.
Modog forgot to thank me for the snake in the toilet. Jerk. I figured you'd like that. Dropped a bullet somewhere. Where'd it go? There it is.
I've never eaten robin. I would try it though. I've had dove, pigeon. I've even eaten crow, but I've never had robin.
I've eaten robin.
And
Woody.
cardinals are our state bird, and so we can't eat those.
What's up, Charlie? Woody, we did pretty good with the rifle, but there's a video coming out. I don't know when it's coming out yet. I got so many
Hello,
videos.
Goose.
It's ridiculous. But
Charlie's in here.
last Friday night, me and Josh went out on a new ditch. We had hunted it one other time, and we killed at least 20 in a couple hours. So that I didn't get them all on video, but we killed so many that evening that we would shoot one and walk downstream a little bit and shoot another one, and pretty soon the one that we shot would come swimming or floating by us. And we'd think it was another one, and Yeah.
That's why you shot 20.
No,
Keep shooting the same one over.
we never shot at the same one again, but it would, you think one's coming along and it's floater, but yeah, I shot two of them and they floated down that close together, just floated down right beside each other.
Now, you've used that for crab bait, right?
That
The
I've
Nutria?
used it before, but
Just don't use the stomach or the liver.
yeah, exactly. The insides of it get all through the boat and it just reeks. But if I'd cut the hindquarters off like I do when I
Cook it.
cook it, I think that'd make pretty good crab bait.
I cook it, huh?
I should no, you don't have to cook it. I'm just saying cut it off like I do when I cook it. Take the hindquarters off and leave the gut there.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
I don't either. It's greasy.
Yeah. Where'd you get that big liver that you put in the crab pot?
They brought that.
Huh.
I honestly did not expect to catch that many crabs on that stuff, but
Did the liver work good?
it didn't do. I mean, I think we ended up with 23
But you had liver in every one of them?
almost. We had chicken in some of them, but yeah, there wasn't hardly a difference in what we got. But
I still think crab would work really well.
the junk from the crab, you mean?
Yeah,
It might. I don't know.
because I've caught blue crabs here, and they were legal to keep. So I would cut them in half and try and use them as bait. And
Can't you eat those though, Bobby?
Yeah. I mean, and running out of bait, get a crab climbing its way up the line. I got free bait. But I cut them in half, and put them on the hook. Before I can even think of catching a fish, I pull it back up and it's completely torn up. All the other crabs have eaten it.
Huh.
So I can only imagine in a crab pot, they're just going to do the same thing.
Yeah, but the crab around here right now is like $10 or $12 a pound. So it's kind of expensive to use it as crab bait.
Well, he's saying use the junk, the shell and the
Yeah.
other stuff.
Oh, okay. Not the
You
actual
keep the
legs.
legs and you put the shell, the yellow
Everything,
mustard, whatever it's called, all the guts. Just put that into something, either freeze it or
Well,
whatever.
you could grind Nutria and that stuff all together, and that should work for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if you could get a real small mesh bag or like a nylon or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pantyhose.
Anyway.
Yeah, that'd work too. Well, they'd probably tear them up. The crabs would probably.
But you could put that inside another bag. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
could do that.
Or your cage or
Bobby, you know that 1/4-inch mesh wire?
Mm-hmm.
I made some cages for bait out of that stuff, and those crabs tore them things all to pieces, ripped them all apart.
I bet.
do they even make pantyhose anymore?
I don't
think
know.
Hey, ask a woman here.
Fox them up in rice.
Cheesecloth. Same thing.
Yeah, cheesecloth. There you go.
Yeah.
Would that fall apart though? In the water?
Probably it. And
What?
I don't know. Is cheesecloth
I guess it depends on how it's woven. And there's
Hey,
some
check
that's
this out. I got this from Mr. Ottercat. He just sent me a whole bunch of these things to try out in the ocean.
Wow, that's kind of nice. He never sends me anything.
I'm famous though, Steve. You
I
got
keep forgetting.
I didn't tell him to send them. He never told me he was sending them, but
similar to
yeah, it was about like that. Some of them. Did he send you that one too, Bobby?
that. No, I got this from Walmart.
No, they look. I don't know. I never got them out of the bag, but two open.
These work really well for striper and red drum here.
Hey, stop it. They got several of these with the red around them instead of the whatever you had there.
Did you make those, Ottercat? Or did you go to Walmart and buy them for Earl?
I don't think he went and bought them. There's a blue one. Blue.
You
Here's
probably
a-
use those for that long leader too.
yeah, I don't know why you couldn't.
You could, yeah.
They got a little weight to them, so they'd probably go down easier than some of the others. But
So I think this one is half ounce. I can only imagine those are probably heavier.
chartreuse is how much is that one?
Half ounce.
Yeah. These probably aren't. Well, some of these aren't that big. Some of them
I think they're half ounce anyways.
might be quarter ounce. Some of them are. Whoops! This one came out of the bag. Red, blue, and white. What's up, Hunt and stuff?
be a
Not
good
not
one.
quite half ounce. They're 3/8.
Hello, hunting stuff.
But
So
this-
not quite half ounce, but close.
yeah, that's probably about what these are. But this hook size otter cat is about perfect for sea bass. Should work really good.
These are what I mainly use if I could get it out of here.
Steve, we need to do long leader this year.
Yeah, we do.
He says 3/8, quarter, and 3/16. That's about what I would have guessed.
I love these things.
Oh yeah, we use them for lingcod.
Yeah, I catch sea trout on them all the time.
Yeah,
What size you get those in?
This is half ounce. No. 3/4 ounce.
Where do you get them?
way too small.
Walmart.
Mm.
They're just you can find them online too. I think they're just called Strike King or Sea Striker, something like that. And
What's
they
the
have them
ones
in
you get,
all
Steve?
sorts of different colors and whatnot.
What's that, Earl?
What's the ones you get?
Well, P lines, some of them, and the other ones are. Gosh, can't remember the name of them now.
What's up, Oscar Tango Romeo? Welcome in from Malaysia.
Hello, Mr. Malaysia.
I constantly want to ask him if he's a truck driver.
Who?
Oscar Tango Romeo OTR.
Over the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking on that, Earl.
I got.
They quit making the 3 ounces, though. I haven't seen the 3 ounces around in a while.
Yeah. Mr. Coyote.
Hello, Mr. Wright's
Youper.
Trapping.
Yeah. One of these days
Youper.
pull this treble hook off and see if I can get away with a single hook. Try that out.
The ones that we get from Cabela's are, we try to get the 3 ounces, but they're anymore. They don't hardly make those. They're 2.5 and 2 ounce, I think. But the hooks on them are light enough that if you get snagged on the bottom, you can most of the time pull them off the bottom without breaking the line.
Yeah. I haven't had any of these break the line yet, but the hooks also aren't very sharp.
Woody, I've gotten some of his baits before. I need to use my baits. That's what I need to do. I got so many baits that I can't use them all. So, of course,
Yeah,
I don't do just a lot of bass fishing. I mean, I say I don't do a lot of bass fishing. I don't do a lot of bass where I use a lot of gear. It's creek fishing where I wade the creeks, and if I get snagged, I go get it off. So it's, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to going home and doing some fishing in the kayak, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a live picture. Well, you can't hardly see it now. If you can see that or not.
Gotta make Steve bigger.
Anyway, you can't see. There's so much snow on the ground there still.
Oh wow.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I'm not looking forward to going back right now. Still getting in the low 20s at night.
OG2K. What do I hunt? Nutria. Cody says keep his family in prayers. Mother-in-law is on her deathbed. Just took out a big loan to send the wife home to Japan to be with her before she dies. That's no good, Cody.
No, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
That
Yeah, we're all getting to that age. Well, some of us are. I've already kind of passed that age. My parents died a few years back.
I don't expect my folks to live probably not another 10 years anyway. I doubt it.
So how old are your folks now?
82, I think. 82, 83, somewhere in there.
I don't think 90's too old anymore. I mean, that's a.
Dad's losing his memory pretty fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of how Grandpa did too. But Grandpa lived to 94, I think. Grandma lived to 90, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah. I read this thing online yesterday in the news, and it said, if you can't do this one thing, you're likely to die in the next 6 years. So, of course, that was the title of it, so it caught my interest.
Yeah.
So what you do is you stand there and you cross your feet standing, and then you squat down and sit on the ground. And then you got it with your feet still crossed, you got to stand back up. And I guess it's a big thing on TikTok right now.
Yeah, if that was the case, I would have been dead 20 years ago.
Well, I'd say I only got 6 years to live, so you guys better enjoy me while I'm here, because I can't do it either. I thought it's usually in pretty good shape to do something like that, but
Yeah.
no, there's no way you can get your balance or get your feet underneath you. So,
have you seen those people that'll sit down on the ground with their legs straight out, and then they'll bring one up and then just lift themselves like completely up with just one leg?
no.
It baffles my mind, because if I tried that, my knee would shatter.
Wow.
Talking to shattering knees, Steve, did I tell you I fell on Saturday?
Oh, good. You want to race?
Yeah, I'll still racing. No, seriously, I thought I wasn't going to be able to go out and go fishing.
Really?
I backed my boat in and I went back to get it off the boat or off the trailer. And I stepped across the hitch with no, I didn't.
Got your foot on it?
I didn't even get across the hitch. I caught the stupid cord. I went down from hitch high onto my knee.
Ooh.
One knee on that grooved 2-inch pointy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My knee stiffed up like right now. Stiffed up bad.
Wow.
I'm like,
I bet.
probably broke my kneecap. So I hobbled over and got the boat off the trailer and went up and parked and walked back down. And by the time I got back down to the boat, it was all loosed up again and never bothered me all day and ever since.
Wow.
I mean, if I bump it, it's sore, but
that's pretty impressive, because if I was to do that, I'd be walking with some type of limp or something for at least 4 days.
yeah, it actually did. I mean, it swelled way up. See, my boss was out there, and they took their boat out right in front. I mean, shortly after I did, he was up there washing his boat out, and I walked up there and I said, "Hey, I can't come to work on Monday." He looked at me like, "Yeah, whatever." I said, "No, seriously." And I put my pants tight against my kneecap. He's like, "What in the world did you do?" I said, "I fell down there when I was putting my boat in." I mean, that thing was that big around, just a big old knob. It was huge.
Did the swelling go down?
Yeah, now it did. It didn't for a while, but it was probably swelled up for 2 days, maybe 3 days, but it didn't bruise for about that long. So I think it was bleeding under the kneecap, and then it oozed out after that.
Yeah, you'll feel it again when you're another 20 years older.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, all the stupid things I did when I was younger, I know about them now.
What's up, Tyler?
Same. My knees and ankles are both messed up from when I was way younger, and then I got into that motorcycle accident not too long ago, and my ankle has not been the same since.
Tyler, are you into those shad good and heavy now?
Hello, Tyler.
They're not in yet, or what?
Oh, Jen and Steve, hello. Didn't see you there.
Who? Oh,
Good
Dan.
times, Homestead.
Yeah. I think they were in here before, a little while ago.
Were they?
It was, maybe they weren't, but it was somebody with, I think they were here close to the beginning. I thought I said hi to them, but if I didn't, I'm sorry.
I'm getting a high sign for dinner again. Actually, it's kind of late.
Well, I would think, but
Usually we eat at 7. That's our normal time.
yeah, they said they were here in the beginning. That makes me feel a little
Yeah, I got in a little late tonight.
Shatter here, but not in full force. Yep. They're not here yet. We got about another month before they come in.
Yeah, I heard May, huh? Dang, I wish I was going to be here for that. I'd really like to try that.
You should. That's a fun fishery. It's like herring fishing, except they actually fight.
Yeah, they're a lot bigger.
Yeah. I don't know, Sandy.
What do we have for dinner, hon?
Oh, wait, you were talking to Steve.
Oh.
We aren't allowed to catch shad here.
What's up, Josh?
What do we have for dinner?
Tell them food.
What do we have for dinner?
Are you hungry? It's almost ready.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay.
She never told me, Sandy, so I don't know what we're having.
Wing cod.
No, we're not having fish, are we?
We're having southern tribal fishing.
Oh, yeah. Yellowfin tuna. Seared. That's what we're having.
I need to go catch some tuna.
Hello, Woody.
Me
It's
too.
all right.
You
Josh.
need to get Steve to take you to catch halibut.
Yeah, I do.
Do you want me to bring them? I could.
Yeah, I wish we had
I did, Sandy.
How you
halibut here. We have their smaller cousin fish, flounder.
Yeah.
She was upstairs, Sandy. That's why I whistled. I didn't want to yell. Here she comes.
Stop it. You're terrible.
Come on, girl. Come on. You can do it.
You're terrible. You're a bad man.
You should get rid of him.
She's
I
tried
got-
numerous times.
She's gonna shave him again in his sleep.
Why do you think she lets me go fish in the ocean by myself?
That's true. With me.
How much did she pay you, Earl?
Well, now that is our secret.
Yeah.
So
I enjoy flounder fishing, along with drum and striper.
Josh C had tuna for dinner.
Oh, what kind, Josh? We just bought this frozen stuff, frozen yellowtail.
He's from
Yellowfin.
he goes fishing out there in Newport, Steve.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Hello, Bullock.
What's up, Bullock?
Sandy, what do you mean? They're lucky to have such prize husbands like Earl and I.
Exactly.
I don't know what they would do without us.
Ken's
It's
back.
hard. It's hard being a good husband, pretty and perfect the way we are.
Ken, you
Yeah.
still got daylight. What are you doing in here? Josh's dad is going to take me fishing someday.
Was his dad that has a boat?
Yeah. He has a nice boat. Don't
You know it's true, Sandy.
chalk on your oxygen.
All right, guys.
Showed up.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
Good night, y'all. See you, Bobby. See
Hey,
everybody in
you
the chat. I might come back later after dinner.
Okay. See you.
All right. Adios.
He says he's gonna come back later every time and never does.
Surprise!
What's up?
Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Yes,
You got the fishing king, the fish knocker. I seen that Steve was here.
He just left to go eat lunch or eat dinner.
God dang it. How's everybody doing tonight, even in the chat also?
Terrible. No, not really.
I am relaxing. I had court earlier today, so I'm relaxing.
Oh. How's everybody doing in the chat?
Right, Sandy? Right?
Yeah, he gets too full and sleepy, and then he sleeps.
He eats and takes a nap.
What's up?
All right, so you're the fishing king. Give us some tips.
Oh, I am the fishing king. I went out 2 weekends ago. We almost limited on ling cod. We got 7 ling cod. We needed 1 more. We were in 50 feet of water, and then we got our bass in about 80 feet, and we only had 10 bass.
Why in the world didn't you limit out on ling cod? You could not even keep them off the line that day.
We couldn't even keep them off the line that day. We were hooking them left and right in 50 feet of water.
Well, then why didn't you limit?
Well, they always say that last one's always hard to find.
We caught so many of that day. We threw 3 keepers back trying to get a big one, and then I finally kept one that was about the same size as the ones we were throwing back because I wanted to get back to the rock before everyone else. What's
Hey,
up?
look who's here.
It's Sandy.
Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to get the chat into another screen. So
Who did you hear on the radio, Josh? I wasn't on the radio.
What's up, Mike?
Mike the Madness. What you up to, Sandy?
Work. That's all I do these days is work.
Me too.
She's heading to Little Italy.
I'm
Did you like my boulder?
That was a great video.
That was epic, man.
I was happily hadn't started eating before you hit that.
You guys want to see my picture on this video?
Huh?
You guys want to see my picture profile on this?
On what?
Sure. As long as it's not offensive.
Don't worry, it's not.
Keep you males in check.
I have done nothing.
Heck, it should be on there. I just sent it.
Like in the private chat?
Mm,
Nope. I got nothing.
Not seeing it anywhere.
I don't see nothing.
God dang it. Dang it.
Josh said he's heard you out there.
Heard me? Heard me?
I think he heard you out there.
Heck,
Sarah.
I was talking to my good old buddy Gypsy Davy.
Gypsy Daisy.
Gypsy Davy.
Oh, Davey.
Davey, yeah, you hear him out there all the time.
I don't even run my radio when I'm fishing.
Heck, when me and my buddy Gypsy Davey get talking, we really talk.
I don't doubt that one bit.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I had a feeling you didn't doubt it one bit. Oh my god.
Earl, how many people can you have on screen at once?
6, I think.
6. There you go.
Is there 4 people? Dang it! How do you move profile pictures to?
Black.
Like that.
Oh, it's gone.
Oops.
Now I'll see if I let you back on.
Quite abrupt today, Earl.
Huh?
You're abrupt today.
Just today?
I'm
Just
abrupt.
today. Abrupt.
What do you
The
mean?
word in the dictionary. You should use it.
What does it mean?
Confrontational.
I thought abrupt meant suddenly.
It's way too big for me to recognize there.
Abrupt, I always thought it meant suddenly. Like that was an abrupt.
It does, but in language, it's confrontational. It's aggressive speech.
In English, it's like suddenly.
Okay. I'm in no mood to fight with you boys today. I'm way too tired.
I say that hostile would have been a good word.
Yeah, what he said.
It's not quite hostile. You can be abrupt without being hostile. You can be dismissive and be abrupt.
It will surprise me if it come back with a beard. What? What, Oscar?
That's what I'm gonna do one day. I'm gonna come back with no hair.
Well, let me know your hair growing secrets because I'm currently defaulting back to like nothing.
I'd wash it, dry it, and don't do anything else to it.
What's up, MB Heritage?
Envious.
Long time no see.
He chatted and said hi.
Oh, he's in chat now. I thought we'd lost him.
Who?
The young man that was here.
No, Josh is a different guy.
No. He posted in the private chat hi.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
whoops, I'm in the wrong
What
chat.
have you done to him?
I haven't done anything. He's just sitting there in the basement thinking he's on. Except he knows he's not on.
Hess,
Queen,
I
you
love
can
a good
You saw that same time I did.
It's like getting further and further back. It's going slowly. Look at that.
Mine's getting thinner and thinner too. I have to wear a hat now when it rains, or else it just runs down all over me.
I thought you were going to say you had to wear a hat because your scalp's getting burnt.
No, my scalp gets burned plenty.
Oh.
Yeah, I wear a hat so my hair doesn't get too blonde.
You have to speak to the boss man, young man. I can't let you in.
I was saying, yeah, I don't have the power to do that.
Earl's the only one with the keys to the door.
I lost the key.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that hunting and stuff. Leave Rust here instead. I have like a big bald patch on the side now. So don't be deceived. It's all
Rogaine.
hormonal. It's all hormonal. It'll grow back.
Rogaine works.
It's probably stress, if I'm honest. Raising teenagers is like
Doesn't who owns Stabby Dave's?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know the guy. I know the boat, but I don't know who owns it.
So there was a question I was going to ask. You guys were describing, like way back when it was just you and Steve, at the very beginning, you guys were talking about like sea creatures that you were bringing up.
Yeah.
And my thought, I thought about nudibranchs. Do you guys get them around your waters?
Get what?
They're called a nudibranch. They're like a sea snail without the shell. They're not quite slugs.
That
They're-
might be what it is that we pull up. It's white or a cream color. I don't know.
Isn't that
It
what it is?
comes up in blobs about that big around on the hooks, sometimes off the reef.
Okay, well, it might be a nudibranch.
I don't think I have those on the East Coast.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I don't know what they're called, but they're, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nudibranchs in Oregon. Well, yeah, you get nudibranchs.
See if they're in Virginia too.
They're like super pretty.
Let me see that. So what we pull up looks like a octopus suction cup, except it's bigger than that.
I don't know. I got too many lights on today in the
That
studio.
that wouldn't be what it is, I don't think.
Yeah. Let me.
Nudibranch are all different colors. It says
You can, yeah, you can, but they can look like just like a plain gel-like material.
Oh,
Because I don't think you can get sea slugs, but I didn't think they came in that the way you were describing it.
Is it a limpet?
Limpets are only on rocks and they're a hard shell, like a barnacle.
speaking of sea creatures, I doubt y'all heard about it, but there was a gigantic, like 18-foot great white that washed up in Kill Devil Hills in North Carolina.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wonder where it floated from.
I don't know. I should check the Shark Tracker app and see if it's
Okay. Let's see.
pinged on the beach.
About right, Otter Cat. They do kind of look
Oh.
like a sinus infection.
Let me see. What about that?
Yeah, that's more
A
like
nudibranch.
what.
It's a nudibranch.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think we have those on the East Coast.
It's a nudibranch.
Is there a real thing as fake killer whale? I don't know that there is.
Hang
I
on.
need more context. There is another
Yes, there is a fake killer whale.
dolphin species similar to the killer whale that people mistake it for.
I think the one that they're referring to is actually a porpoise, not a dolphin.
Oh, maybe. Just like
Austin,
there's
Fine. You didn't say anything wrong. Not that I saw anyway. You're fine.
So the false killer whale that you guys are talking about is a dolphin.
A dolphin? Yeah.
well,
It's
Is
a
it black? Is
the
it black?
killer whale is a dolphin too. It's not actually a
right.
whale.
Yeah. It's similar to a pilot whale.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also false great whites too. Salmon sharks are mistaken as great whites all the time.
Yeah.
That and poor beagles.
I'm just going to change my picture line here.
I like orcas that eat seals.
Otter Cat says, Oscar, we understand you better than Sandy.
Oh, I
I've
can't.
never seen a pilot whale. No, I've never seen an orca either.
How can you have not seen an orca? They're like all over your.
Yeah, that actually kind of surprised me. They're
I
pretty common up in Oregon and Washington.
You've
I
got more
think-
chance of seeing an orca than I do.
I'm talking the killer whale.
Right.
I've never seen those. I've seen the dolphins, but I've never seen the killer whale. All right, Charlie, have a good one.
That is kind of surprising, to be completely honest.
I wonder if Steve ever has. He's been out a lot more than I have, but
So I know they typically stay more north, like Alaska, Washington. What they do, I mean, they're migratory.
no, there was one in the bay that I go crabbing in this year. Yeah, there was, but I never saw it. I mean, it came into the bay there. It's
I
hard
said-
to see stuff like that in Tennessee. Yeah, I bet too it is.
I've seen humpback whales before. They're all over.
Josh said he's seen them out tuna fishing before. Yeah, I bet too. See, when you go out 20 miles or more to go tuna fishing, you see a lot of crazy stuff. They
Right.
see a lot of sharks and stuff out there too. I've never seen a shark, but
That also surprised me because Steve has a video where there was a blue shark in his video.
they're out halibut fishing too,
Oh, yeah, that.
or tuna fishing, one or the other. So they're out maybe 30 miles. I mean, they're way out there. I don't go out that far.
Gotcha.
I only go, the furthest I've ever been out was like 10 miles. So I'm not that adventurous. If I had a motor that got better mileage, and yeah, he said he was out 60 miles. See, that's little further out than I go.
My beanies.
That's another reason I like the warm waters of Virginia.
Earl, I'm gonna send you this link. You can
Okay.
check it from here.
I can catch sharks in 10 feet of water.
Yeah. Queen loves your hat.
I know. The hat's saving my head from burning these days. There you go. You can have a look at your nudibranchs.
Got it.
Because apparently you guys have a droid which is similar to the nudibranch, but nudibranchs are cannibalistic, where the droids tend to just eat algae and moss and stuff.
What's up? Enjoying God's creation?
I am going fishing this weekend and hopefully I can get some content.
Sorry, that was really interesting to me. Oh,
I should go fishing this weekend, but I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I don't know if I'm going saltwater or freshwater. I don't know. I just know I'm taking my GoPro with me.
Yeah. Queen has says, Sandy, how do you spell that?
yep. I'm going to type it in so I don't get it wrong.
I really want to do a catfishing video, but every time I try and do that, I never catch a catfish. As soon as I put the camera down, line takes off.
Yeah.
It's Murphy's Law.
I'm gonna
Anything that will go wrong. Anything that will go wrong.
yeah. I'm doing a catch and cook video for 9 Acres Farms collaboration.
I am too.
Are you?
Mhm.
I already got my video. I mean, I haven't edited it yet, but I got a catch and cook on a whole sea bass minus the head. It should turn out pretty good.
I actually saw a recipe that I really want to try and make. It's not even something I'm interested in eating, but what they did is they took a fish that had already been like filleted and butchered and whatnot,
Yeah.
and then they take it and stick it down in a stock pot with water and a couple seasonings and whatever, and they cook it for like an hour. and then they take it out and like peel all the meat off, like pulled pork essentially.
Oh yeah.
And then they take the broth that they made, pour that in there, spice it up with some other stuff, maybe like cornstarch or something, make it a little bit thicker. And then they put that fish meat in there and call it fish soup. And it looks awesome.
Josh, are you going to be there by the Super 8 or whatever it is, or are you going to be over in the actual campground? No, actually, Rich, every time I leave the GoPro off, the crab pots come up full.
Right.
Carl,
Bobby,
can you just let the poor kid out?
hook fishing is in Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
He's fine in the chat.
I'm
Oh, what part of Virginia were you in?
Private chat as well. He's fine there too.
I'm not in charge of this.
But he's the king of fishing, man. We need tips.
He was in Lunenburg, which is Farmville area, just a little bit further than Amelia, which is
Right.
west of Richmond a little bit.
So not far from me, but
No, not yeah, hour and a half, isn't it, or so? 2 hours maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think your property is like an hour 43 from me.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Josh, I'll come over and look you up if I'm out there, and if I have time. Not sure what I'm doing yet this weekend, but yeah, around Blackstone, down there by Fort Pickett, kind of.
Okay.
Oscar Tango Romeo asked if they're poisonous. Most of them are, some of them aren't, but treat all of them as deadly because there's ones we call the Blue Devils. They'll kill you within seconds.
Is
So-
it Australia that has the rockfish?
We have rockfish. These aren't rockfish though.
I am glad we don't have those here because I would have stepped on them 100 times by now.
We've got them down at the local jetty. The kids jump off the jetty all the time. There's like big signs out saying there's rockfish here and blah blah blah. blah. We still jump off it.
I was watching a show and there was one, and he pulled the spine up and stabbed a flip flop over it.
Yeah.
Or I think y'all call them thongs.
No, most of us call them flip flops.
Oh, okay. Anyways, he stabbed it over it, and you could just see. Oh my goodness!
The
I could just-
poison.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, I've been
I mean-
stung by one. It's worse than childbirth, and I've got experience in that. So, hands down, I would rather have another child than get stung.
Oh, that's just.
It's it's hard to explain. It's like a fire in your nerve. So it
Right,
won't hurt
right.
the surface. It's literally just running up your veins. Like it's just so excruciating. And you can't get away from it. Doesn't matter
Mm.
what you do.
It's like a stingray. The toxin on the barb.
Mm.
People literally pour gasoline over where they've gotten stung by a stingray because it alleviates the pain.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
You know the rockfish that we get, they have those spines. They're called rockfish, but the sea bass, all those things, they have spines that have poison in them. It's not as bad as a bee sting, but it
Right.
hurts.
So I've dealt with stuff like that, but the rockfish they have over in like Australia and
Yeah.
different seas, I mean, it's like a hypodermic needle.
Right.
It's
I'm-
terrible.
What I'm saying is if you get stung by one of ours, they say to pop its eyeball and smear the goo from the eye on it, and it takes the burn away.
Huh.
I don't know if that'd work with those.
I've never thought of that. I've always just I keep vinegar on me when I go.
It's worse than a gallbladder attack. It's worse than that. So yeah, just imagine like, so I got stung in the back of the hand, and it's like your arm is set on fire from the inside and being electrocuted at the same time. It's so exquisitely painful.
Yeah, that sounds excruciating.
Mm.
The
And I
last,
only had like a small one. I'd hate to step on an adult out
the
of
last
water.
time I got spined was Friday or Saturday I think that's when it was. When we were out lingcod fishing, somebody caught a sea bass, and that stupid thing flopped around on the floor and got the top of my foot through my shoe.
Ooh.
That
Nice.
made me mad.
You are like the epitome of how to do things that are abnormal. Get stabbed through a shoe.
Made me aggravated because
Rock the
I
lure.
had more than enough protection from that dumb thing, and it still got through.
Yeah.
Turn.
Ken, I bet that just about put you to your knees.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
The last fish or sea creature that hurt me was a jellyfish.
I've never gotten a jellyfish or a stingray or any of those, but don't want to either. So
I have never gotten a stingray either, and I catch them all the time. It's just, I mean, you know the tail's there, and you avoid it or immobilize it. It's not that difficult. Jellyfish, on the other hand, the more you try and get away, the more they attach to you.
yeah,
Mm. We actually have up on the beaches, up not so much where I am, but maybe 7 or 8 hours north of me, all the beaches from there all the way up to the top of Australia. Because we have like a big thing in Australia, swim between the flags. Because we always have lifeguards on patrol all year round at the major beaches. So you
Right.
swim between the flags, they will save your life. But where we have the typical flags, on the flags, there's like a container that's attached to them. And in the container is all the stuff you need to help someone that's having like a jellyfish attack. There'll be sting neutralizing. In the more remote beaches, it's literally just like triple strength white vinegar. And that stuff will literally just neutralize the sting long enough for you to get to a hospital or any type of medical care.
Yeah, luckily, the jellyfish around me aren't that bad. Some people will get whelps from it, like they have a worse reaction, but typically it just leaves like a little red line wherever it's attached. You just spray it with some vinegar and it's fine 10 minutes later.
That's like the basis level of stings in our house. Well, in Australia, really. If you walk away from a jellyfish sting in Australia with just a red line and a bit of stinging, you did well.
Yeah.
Up north, we have the irukandji, which will kill you. There's the box jellyfish all the way from the top of Australia down to where I am. They will put you in hospital.
I thought they were like the most toxic.
Bobby, they even have emus in Australia.
I know. It's something about Australian animals that can't go backwards.
You can't dilute an emu with vinegar, all right? We have a different
I
tactic.
think you could. If it's running at you and you spray it in the face, it's either going to turn one way or the other.
But it won't go backwards.
It won't
will
go
not
backwards.
All right, Hester, have a good evening.
Right, Hess.
I would not suggest that with a kangaroo, though.
Right.
Kangaroos get a lot madder than emus do.
You can pee on that jellyfish sting all you want. It's not going to stop the sting. You're just going to stink of pee. All right?
Oscar, yes, they are invasive on the East Coast. I don't think we have them out here, but the lionfish are invasive.
Oh yeah,
Lionfish.
they're. You can find lionfish from North Carolina down into the Gulf.
Yeah, Stingray stabbed Steve Owen. He got stabbed over 100 times, so I don't know what happened in that, but wasn't
I think
Yeah.
a salmon fishing, Josh. You said Shannon fishing. but I think you meant
Maybe he has a type. Maybe he likes ladies named Shannon.
Yeah, but then the jellyfish gets stuck on lies. So I'm pretty sure that it's not Shannon and the lies that he's talking about. In
If
Russia,
he's talking about lying on your line. He got all mixed up there, or spell checked it or something. But
Celtic's amazing at the moment. The rockfish won't kill you necessarily unless you have like a weak heart or some issue with your heart. It will be excruciating. Yeah. I know the policy, if you get stung on the island here, because it's so far to the nearest hospital, if you get stung on the island, they will literally put you to sleep in the ambulance so you can make it to the
Yeah.
it's
hospital.
okay,
Reasonable,
Josh. I figured out
comfortable.
what you meant.
They'll knock you out just so you can make it there on reasonable comfort.
How do you like my coworker's arm? Did I send that to you, Sandy?
You never send me anything good.
I would love to visit Australia and Africa, but everything in Australia and Africa tries to kill you.
Not everything. We have possums. They're cute and cuddly.
Awesomes.
Actually, no, dude, she's
Awesome.
not wrong.
Like you
It-
do.
it's-
Possums. Not opossums. Not the scary devil things that you guys have and call possums. No.
Yeah,
That thing is like hell unleashed.
it's so weird. We're the only place I know of that has ugly possums. Everywhere else, they are these adorable little
Nothing,
creatures.
girl. Nothing. And we got kokodas. They're cute.
What is that?
Kokoda. It's like a pygmy possum, pygmy wallaby over in Western Australia. That's cute as crap.
Bobby, type
that's-
in the chat.
Oscar,
right.
if you ask an Australian what we're scared of,
Type
we're not scared
in
of
the chat.
spiders.
Can you?
I can't.
I'll go. Never mind. I'll go back and find you somewhere. Ken is trying to find your link. Oh, put in hook fishing YouTube.
Yeah.
Hook fishing YouTube. You'll find him.
Oh, I think I spelled it wrong. Kokoa. Kokoa.
Yeah, if you type in hooked fish and YouTube channel, I pop right up.
How many times did I get stung? I got stung twice on the back of the hand. That was enough.
Why would you do it more than once? I mean, that's.
I live for the thrill.
And then you say how bad it is. Yeah, I bet.
Well, the thrill was finding out how bad it was. I didn't say I repeated it.
The second time.
I didn't say I repeated it. I'm saying it got
You said
twice
you got
in one
stung
go.
twice.
Yeah, in the one go. I didn't like come back
Why not?
because I didn't love it.
I don't know. One of these days, I want to travel over to the West Coast and do the trek from California down to like South America and fish the whole way down.
That would be pretty epic.
Did you get that?
Koalas are cute, but have you seen those claws on them?
No, I haven't.
What
Most
Like,
I haven't seen them.
they're like eagle talons.
Probably
right, Oscar?
is the right one, but he already found it.
Koalas are adorable, but they are apparently
If you
nasty
ever
little creatures.
hear a koala bear yelling at you, God, it's scary as crap.
My
Like I said, they look adorable, but apparently they're just nasty
My
little
cousin
creatures.
just saw a cougar outside of the house that she was at the other night. I don't know how
You
recently.
already sent me those pictures.
That's what I was asking you. Did I send them to you? And you said no. So I sent them to you again. All right, Jessica, have a good one. Thanks for coming in.
You shouldn't be
Later,
sending
Jessica.
me. Good night, Jessica. It's such an. I don't know how he didn't lose his hand. Seriously, it's such a
I know,
gnarly-
that's crazy. All right, hunting and stuff. Have a good evening.
Yeah,
gnarly,
Brian, that's me.
gnarly injury.
Yeah, I got the notification for your subscription. I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to you, but I will double check when I get off here.
What's up, Paul?
Mike, the madness is in. Boom Buster. I always like that.
Dora.
Where do you get Dora from?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Mike wants to eat every exotic animal.
All right, Rich. Have a good evening. Thanks for coming in.
I don't think I would eat koala. I would try penguin though.
Apparently, penguin's okay.
Yeah.
I don't
What's
know about
weird-
koala.
I've looked it up multiple times
Brian.
because I couldn't believe what I read. But apparently penguin tastes like beef.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard
Like
it was
a really lean, rich beef.
What's cooking, Paul?
I mean, I expect the leanness.
Yeah, evidently.
Beef? I don't know.
I've tried alligator, Josh. It's good.
Gator is delicious.
I've eaten frog. I've eaten nutria.
Good too. That is one I haven't had. I haven't had nutria. I've had raccoon and squirrel though.
I haven't had raccoon, but I've had squirrel.
I still live by the rule that if I'm starving and there's no acceptable meat farms going around, you know what? I'm a vegetarian that day. No, there's some things you just should not eat.
I agree.
Crow is one of those things you should not eat. It is disgusting.
I agree.
Frogs are one of those things. Nutria is one of those things.
Mark, you're done skinning. Man, that took you a long time to skin that beaver.
It did.
Nutria, all right. Nutria is at least vegan. It doesn't eat anything besides grass.
Right.
Sardines aren't bad.
No, sardines are disgusting.
Oh, I got you, Paul. Yeah,
Turtles,
I've eaten
yeah.
turtle before.
Turtle. I can't say no to turtle. I remember when we were camping with a remote village up north, we had green sea turtle, and it wasn't too bad.
That's illegal in the U.S.
Pound beaver, that is a big one.
I've had beaver, but I want to try beaver tail. I've never had beaver tail.
Is the beaver table words today?
Beaver tail is kind of like Little Italy. It's hard.
It's hard to pronounce. Is it muscle or is it just like a fat deposit? That's where I was going.
It's muscle.
Right.
Raw salmon egg out of a salmon is not the best. I know that from experience. Well, I mean, I
You
don't
meant
know.
to wash the caviar.
I don't eat roe. That is disgusting.
You meant to wash it.
Don't give my son a love story. Yeah, Oscar, nobody is misunderstanding anything.
Yeah.
You're good.
I think it shocked us too. We weren't we expect wildfires, but not like that. That was insane, that one.
Boring crappie is supposed to be really, really good. I don't ever remember eating any of it, but
I may have had it when I was younger, that might be the fish that made me stop liking fish for the longest time. And now I'm very peculiar on what type of fish I eat.
The thing I don't like about watching you all do catch and cooks is you all cook the fish the same way. The exact same way.
You've
fill
never
it
seen me
with
cook?
lights and that's
hey,
it.
wait for mine that's coming out on August 25th.
Oh,
on
I'm not hanging out that long to learn how to cook fish.
9 Acre Farms.
April,
Homestead.
I'll watch it just for 9 acres.
April, not August.
That's right. April. They both start with A, all right? Come on now.
That is true. That is true.
Cooked, what's the biggest fish you caught?
A shark. It was roughly 8 foot sandbar shark. That was down in Florida.
We have a food hater here.
Oh, my curves tell me that I don't hate food. I'm like 30 kilos too much.
What's a kilo?
More than
2.23 pounds.
like 60 pounds, too curvy. Don't tell me I don't like food. I'm always freaking eating or cooking food.
But yeah, you haven't seen me cook.
I don't know how much too heavy I am, but it was a lot too heavy to come down all on one knee. Guarantee you that.
You're not dead, huh, Sean?
Oh, I was.
Yeah,
That hurt.
I was throwing about 10 foot in the air and landed on apparently my ankle and my butt at the same time somehow. That was too much.
Stocker trouts taste like mud and algae. Why would they taste like mud and algae? Is it the water that they're in?
Probably what they've been fed from the farm.
Yeah, there's so many people around here that keep up with the stocking dates, and then
Yeah.
they go and catch all of the fish.
Yeah.
Like, you got to give them some time to acclimate, and
Yeah.
man, it's crazy.
Josh, I haven't even put any new stickers on there in a while. I got a whole pack of them here that need to go on there.
Speaking of, I gotta make you one of mine soon.
I wouldn't be eating the stock trout. It doesn't matter how acclimatized they are to the ponds that they get stocked into. The feed that they get fed in stock ponds for that purpose, they're full of hormones and
Cool.
anything
So
else.
here anyways, they
Hey, Iowa.
stock them just at legal length, and then you know,
I was
Really?
6 months down the road, they're completely acclimated and have all of that crap out of their system.
What's up, Bible?
The problem is the flesh doesn't improve flavor in that short period of time.
Stocker trout are like canned tuna, pretty much.
Like, I love trout, but
I don't.
wild
Or salmon.
caught is always 100 times better.
I don't like trout or salmon.
Most of their diet is insects, though, not necessarily feeder fish. Most of a trout's diet is insects and bugs and insects in the water.
I like expensive fish. Mahi.
It's boring.
I'm trying to figure out why.
Mahi is boring.
Mahi is boring.
What?
Sorry, I own that statement. Mahi is a boring fish. It's a plain, boring white fish.
See, I like whitefish.
Yeah, but it's boring.
That's why you use spices and seasonings and stuff.
Killing me.
I don't want a fish that tastes like it smells.
If fish smells like fish, if it has that fishy smell, it's old and you shouldn't be, it's not fresh.
I'm just saying I don't like gamey tasting fish. In
Fish
general.
is meant to smell like salt water and ocean.
You get it out of salt water.
Mahi's coming out of salt water.
Well, yeah, that's why it's delicious.
A fish should never smell fishy. It should always smell of like the water and
There's some
hard
fish
to
that
describe. It was always the rule. If the fish smells fishy, it's old and it's not fresh.
there's some fish that just stink as soon as you take them out of the water. Eel, for example. I'll never eat eel, but eel just smells disgusting as soon as you pull it out of the water.
A herring smells disgusting when you pull it out of the water, and so does a shad.
Mm-hmm.
the environment. That's all I gotta say. Oh Lord, help me.
Don't you share an ocean with Earl?
What?
Technically, yes.
Don't know what?
Share an ocean. Y'all are both.
Oh,
But there's that much difference. The water cleans itself by the time it gets to my house.
Earth current is backwards from ours.
Yeah, so it pushes the water from your side of the ocean back to you because we don't want it.
Right. You would not want such pure water over there. That's for sure.
No, Lord help me. I don't even know if your water is as clear as our water.
It depends on where you're at. Up by him, probably. Down in like Southern California, probably not. It's nasty.
Can I use some eggs?
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime, Connor. Anytime you want, just eat them. Doesn't matter.
I have a teenager for sale. He started bidding at
I told him he could eat eggs whenever he wanted them.
1 cent.
USD or
Australian. You get it for like half a cent. God. Some days I don't like being a mom. I don't like being a person.
Boil salmon on a cedar plank, throw away the salmon and eat the plank. Yep. Exactly.
there's some really blue water down far south California, pretty much Mexico. But like Bay Area and California, I wouldn't trust that water.
I can't wrap my head around that statement. I wouldn't trust that water.
What statement?
The fact that he wouldn't trust the water, it's just.
I also don't trust the James River, and I'm right next to it.
I can't.
James River is disgusting. Certain times of year, you can literally smell diesel fuel.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
The only time I wouldn't trust the water is when we've had huge storms come through. And it's not that the water's not drinkable. It's just that I can't see the dang shark like swimming around in it. That's the only reason why I'm not trusting it.
What's up, Don R?
I would still walk in it. I'd still get in the water.
Well, yeah. I'm just, like I said, certain areas of like Southern California, even here, certain areas of Virginia, I don't trust to eat stuff out of the water.
But I've never had a moment where I've caught a fish and then questioned whether or not it isn't a source of food because I don't trust the water it's in.
I don't worry about that much either.
I can't.
If you came to America, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's nasty.
I would be the biggest snob if I came to America.
I believe that. You don't even have to come to America as far as that goes.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to take that as a compliment. It just means that I like quality food and environment.
I don't know. It's just there's some places that are just nasty.
Oscar, not everybody is like Iowa Trapper.
The smell of fish doesn't bother me. I spent 4 months on a trawler as part of my studies. Like those boats can get nasty real quick. It's just when, like, if my fish that I'm about to put in my mouth smells the same as a trawler boat after 4 months, I'm not eating that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, me either. That's why I like mahi mahi and tilapia and catfish and fish that don't stink.
Catfish are bottom feeders, man.
They're delicious though.
Iowa,
They
how-
don't smell bad.
Iowa's immune system must be like insanely good. Dumb ways to die.
The fish
Oh.
don't eat the sewer, though.
Like, why?
That's a legit question, Uber.
Hmm.
Yeah, sturgeon are bottom feeders too.
I don't think you can keep sturgeon here. At least not Atlantic sharpness.
No, I know, but
Dawn. I think my trawler days are.
Honestly, I don't even think I would try and eat sturgeon. Their skin is so tough. I don't even think I'd try and butcher it.
Lord help me, I'm gonna murder someone on screen.
yeah, she's about to murder one of her children. Yeah, that's not good. All right,
That
Mark.
would be less with the cockroaches.
Oh, he's been in here, Oscar. He's been in here for a little bit.
Excuse me.
I have a legitimate question. When a guy knows he's in deep trouble, why does he constantly come back to cause more trouble?
Well, if he's going to get punished for one thing, he might as well get punished for them all at once, and then it doesn't hurt so bad.
There's that, or he thinks it wasn't that bad, so he's testing the waters.
Right. So guys acknowledge.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Surprisingly,
There
makes sense.
you go.
And if I could put them two answers combined, it's exactly what he's doing.
Have I ever you out of my life? I am not like Iowa Trapper.
Whatever.
It's me out 5 times in one life.
That's because you were annoying.
You be quiet, Bone Buster. You know nothing.
Out of an
What's
apple.
up, Glenn? What?
You know that really wasn't the first sin, though. Just so we're all clear of the decks. The first sin was committed by man.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. It was Lucifer and his pride.
Oh, well. That was an angel.
Oh, well, I suppose she's correct.
No,
The apple
I
was
did
just
not
like-
deserve 6 times, Iowa.
The apple was just like, hold my beer moment. Hold my beer.
You said I can't watch this.
Yeah. Like, Lucifer only came down to the garden. He was just like, watch this. I can get out of it.
No.
Big M, how you doing?
Speaking of Lucifer, that's a really good show if no one's watched it.
You got halfway through it and then lost interest.
It gets better.
Stinky.
Outdoor Jack. Man, now we're getting a whole different crowd in here.
I don't know if we would be able to trash talk. We're normally just putting trash on Earl, but that's easy.
No, he said he was.
I know, and that's what I just mentioned. Like, I don't know if we could trash talk, but we're so used to putting it just on you.
I mean, no, we put it on Steve quite a bit.
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I can do that too.
In all fairness, he fell asleep on live.
I know, Jack. I need to lose weight.
He hasn't come back either.
He never does.
Never does. I don't know why he says it.
He was on my Instagram and liked my post a while back.
Yeah, but you can do that like going to bed.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He was done with dinner and he still hasn't come back.
Trash talk all the time. This is hard of hearing. That's why. He's got to turn his hearing aid up.
I think Steve's gonna lose his mind when I finally do cut my hair.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know. Sandy attracts a whole new crowd. I knew what you were talking about, Jack.
I don't think so. The crazy kind, maybe.
Might
I'll
be
be lenient on that
glass
one.
of tea. So you guys have to entertain everybody, huh?
Wait, what? Why? What?
For a little bit.
Okay. What's up, everybody? We are your entertainment now.
Hold your
How-
hat. Could go sideways.
How are your nights doing?
My nights are, I don't know, I sleep. I don't watch them.
That's funny.
I was just wondering, is Steve on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
He's
Giant octopus that looks like a cockroach.
on there with Steve from Wyoming.
Like a garden roach? Is that what you're talking about, Oscar?
What is a garden roach?
Garden roach are like cockroaches that can't fly, thank the Lord. And they just like burrow under the mulch and the dirt. Do you ever go outside, Bobby?
I go outside all the time. That's just, we don't call them that here. They're wood roaches.
What are
Justin Mark Larson skinned his 61 pounder tonight.
I'm gonna be out. I need to get some females back in this chat. You're all going over the freaking edge.
I'm about to hop off.
Night, Jack.
All right, Jack. Have a good night.
Later, Jack. I'm probably about to do the same. Getting tired. Like I said, I had court today and that was a stressful mess. And I gotta go back Wednesday.
If you let me know, Don, I mean, I don't know about just dropping in, but you can come see me for sure.
Ken's heading off.
All right, Ken, have a good one. Looks like everyone's leaving now.
Everyone's gotta go. I gotta go soon.
What are you at right now, viewer wise?
Jeez.
Viewer?
Yeah.
Try it. Crunchy.
Subscriber?
That's disgusting.
Subscribers?
No, viewer on the live.
Oh, 13.
Okay. I say you're what, almost to 7,000 subscribers, right?
No, 6350 or something. It shot up today about
I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I've got child to chill.
okay.
Bye.
It jumped up almost 20 today for I don't know
Nice.
why, but
Yeah, I've noticed once you get over a certain amount, people just subscribe to you because you have that many subscribers.
I guess I don't know. Either that or your I mean, you have content, a lot more content.
Right.
I have over
Circulation.
1,000 videos out there somewhere.
Wow.
So that's just a lot of more exposure.
Right.
So
I don't know how many videos I got. I think I'm nearing 200.
yeah.
I think. It might be more.
Oh, I don't know, Don. Just hit me up a couple days before you're getting in the area and we can work something out for sure. Sandy owns me? Not so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here and try and get some sleep. All this court stuff is rather stressful.
Are you on jury duty or are you
No, I'm the plaintiff. I'm trying to evict somebody out of my house
Oh, gotcha.
They haven't been here for a month, so it shouldn't be difficult. But we went to court today, and it was the preliminary. And the judge was like, "Oh, Mr. Blah blah blah, I see you're suing the defendant. How much are you looking to get?" Like, I'm not looking for any compensation. I want the eviction to go through, so
Yeah.
I can. So he no longer has legal residence at my home.
Yeah.
And the judge looked over at the other guy, and he's like, "Do you feel you should be evicted?" And he goes, "I'll leave, but the reason I'm being evicted is false. So we have to go back to court Wednesday to hear that out, even though he volunteered to leave already."
Wow.
Yeah.
You should, Josh.
But yeah, I will hop off here and see if I can get some sleep because I have not been doing that for the past 8 days.
Yeah.
I'll catch everyone later.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Let me go see how many videos I have.
You got a lot of videos.
I have 15 to go to reach 1,200. So that's
Nice.
whatever that is.
Wow.
I'll check mine. I'll message you on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting close to 200. But later, everyone.
Have a good one, Bobby.
Night.
What you up to, Brian, other than getting Steve up there to go for springers?
Well, tomorrow we're going to get up there and explore one of our other rivers up high, and we're going to see if we can go play with some wild fish. So I'm getting one of my rods re-rigged. We went and fished a no bait river, and with those you can't use soft plastic beads or worms or anything like that. And so I'm taking off this rig that I had on there, and I thought, well, I'd hop on here. I don't get a chance to very often, so
Yeah.
work's been real busy, but now I'm on spring break for the next week. So I was like, well, I'll hop on and see what's going on.
There you go.
Yeah. Have you been down to the coast?
Yeah, last weekend I was there Friday and Saturday. Not
How was it?
not this past weekend, but the one before.
Oh, okay.
Bobby just oh no, he put that in the chat. He goes, I'm 2 away from 50, nowhere near 200. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see my chat, the chat on this side, but at least you're reading it off.
Yeah.
Got commentary.
Yep. Yes, Don, I do know him. He was in here earlier. I have 258 shorts. Earl, how many shorts do you have? I don't know how many shorts I have. Where do I even find out? Content. Shorts. Does it say here how many I have? I have no idea. I have pages and pages and pages of shorts. I don't know. Iowa, you be quiet. I didn't ask for anything out of that corner. Nothing at all.
Right.
I need to paint my traps though. One of these days.
Yeah, I saw you got new traps there.
Mostly that's just to trap the ones where we can't hunt. I mean, like I say, where we can't hunt them, where the briars are too thick to get to the water, and they're still coming out through the briars.
Oh, okay.
Those trails that come up through the briars are going to be perfect to set a 220 in.
Yeah, you definitely that'd be good to be able to trap those things. So 2 weeks ago, I was out fishing early morning, like usual, and it was kind of a weird day. I hooked a fish, lost it, and then I had a nutria swim, a little baby one, swim right between my legs out into the fast part of the river. I was like, what is this? And no more than 5 minutes later, I have a fish roll in front of me. I cast into that area. Fish grabs it. I stung it and I lost it. And my buddy, he was over there talking to me. He's like, what's up with that nutria swimming between your legs? His bobber goes down. Steelhead erupts out of the seam and just throws basically his whole rig right back at him at Mach 50. And it was a bizarre day. That would have been good to get on video because it was a big fish that grabbed his gear. I lost a decent one, but you know, it happens.
Yeah.
You win some and you lose some.
I don't know if I have them all in my playlist though.
I don't even know how to see how many videos I have.
Well, I got two, buddy, so it tells me.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know if it tells me how many videos I have on my. Actually, it probably does on my channel. Go to the About section. Okay, let me see what we got here. About. It doesn't say how many videos I have. Oh, it says 1.1K videos, but that's total.
Gotcha.
There's got to be a list for the amount of shorts you have somewhere, some kind of stat or data. Or I don't know.
I'm sure there is, but I don't know how to go look it up. Let's see. Maybe I can see it better on the computer.
I think I've only done like 20 shorts.
Shorts. Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 36, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 60,
Earl, get an account.
65,
Yeah.
70,
Pulling out all his fingers and toes.
70, 71,
Get out that calculator, abacus.
74, 75, 76, 77, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86,
47, 49, 8, 19.
89, 90, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Right there's 600, and I'm not to the bottom of them.
Ooh, man, that's a lot.
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Seems like my shorts draw a lot different crowd, though. I get a lot of hate when I do them.
13, 14.
Oh, I had some guy get mad at a short I put up today. The hatchery steelhead we got a couple weekends ago. Took a coworker of mine out to fish, and it's his first steelhead he ever caught. And the guy said, "Did that thing live?" It was like, "No, it went on the barbecue." and
funny.
he didn't respond. It was pretty much about as direct as that. I was waiting for the response. Maybe somebody should throw you on a barbecue or something like that. And I was thinking of something real crafty that wasn't terribly inappropriate. But.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Don R. gave me a $2 chat. Thank you very much. So I think it's 100. Let me look at this one. 6. I think it is 860 shorts so far.
They seem to really blow up at first, and then they just like die almost within an hour. That's weird.
Oh yeah, that's the way they always do.
They're like a meteor.
Except when they start going viral, and then you get all the. I mean, then it kind of does an angle up across your analytics. That's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, when they do that viral thing, because we've had a few that did that, and that's when you get the haters.
Yeah,
like,
no kidding.
Then it's like, like when you were doing the crab, it's like, are you serious? I think I said something to you down there, just the ignorance of people. It's like, they have no idea, Must be nice when you can just go, well, I mean, we could go to the grocery store and buy all of our stuff, but, it's kind of like, it must suck to not be good at fishing or hunting.
Yeah, exactly. Don, I don't know that they're worth anything. They are at times, but this year is not one of those times.
I think my favorite comment I ever saw, and it wasn't even on my channel, was, how could you kill that animal? Go to the store where meat is made. Like, there's truly people that believe that.
Well, they do make it in labs.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's meat
3D printed cheeseburger.
Meat substitute.
Yeah.
There is no substitute for the natural. I mean, there might be a substitute, but there's no good substitute. Iowa, you came up and everybody left.
That's about how it goes.
I know. I'm with you there.
And you do the same thing on mine, so I appreciate it. You're welcome.
I think that one's going to get me a fish tomorrow.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
We'll go run it through a couple little buckets and chutes and see if something wants to come up and grab. See if they want to party. Sure, a fun fish to catch, I'll tell you what.
What are you going after?
Steelhead.
A guy I know had a guy say he eats pizza because it doesn't come from the animals or farm. He broke it down, but the guy didn't believe him. Yeah, that's probably about right. What's up, Josh?
All right. That looks pretty wiggly.
You want to try Nutria? I'll cook you some. I'll cook you up some Nutria. Not a problem. Nutria is actually really good. There's nothing at all wrong with Nutria.
I'd eat a Nutria.
Everyone's a rat though, and it freaks them out.
I know. Did you hear, Justin, that Josh Greenwald and I went out Friday night and got at least 20 of them in a couple hours? It was crazy.
That's awesome.
And we only had one gun. he took my gun and I took the camera. I shot some of them too, but they were, I mean, we didn't even get them all on video. Got most of them on video, but I mean, they were just everywhere.
Well, probably coming up on their breeding season up there, aren't they?
All about half of them were baby ones.
Okay.
But
Because I know, like,
I'm sure that'll get haters going too, but baby ones grow up to be big ones.
Yep.
But no, there was a hole. You'll see it at the end of the video if you watch, but there was a hole about that big around in the top of the, like, into the bank, and then it came up about that big around out in the pasture. And we were standing by that hole, and the little baby ones were running underneath. I mean, like down in about 1.5 feet in the ground there. And Josh is like, "There's a bunch of them right there." I said, "Well, shoot them." And he's like, "Well, I can't see them through the scope." I said, "Who needs a scope? Just stick the gun barrel down there."
Yeah, start pulling the trigger.
We got 6 of them out of that hole.
That's crazy.
But
Sounds like basically just a giant muskrat that we would have. I mean, make holes in the side of bank.
Yeah.
It kind of acts the same.
You should look at that video though and look at the damage on that ditch. It's a new section of ditch we got, and it's just, the ditch itself is about 3 feet wide, and then on either side of that is about 3 feet wide where it's nothing but just cuts and alleyways and holes, and there's no section of that ditch that goes for probably 10 feet without an alleyway cut in the ditch.
Yeah.
It's insane the amount of sign that's on that ditch.
That's awesome. And that's what you guys were hunting them on?
What's that?
And that's what you were hunting them on, was that ditch?
Yeah. But the ditch that I'm gonna trap on is here by my house. I mean, about half a mile. It's more than that. It's probably a mile from my house. But it's the days that I usually hunt are on Saturdays, and the lady that owns that ditch is a Seventh-day Adventist, and says she doesn't want me hunting it on Saturdays, which is fine. That's her privilege. So, well, actually, it's the guy that owns it. It's his mom, so he wants to respect her, and that's fine. So, I figure I can set traps on there and check them Friday night and either Monday night or Tuesday night.
I got you.
I don't know if I can on Tuesday night, because we have a 72-hour check. That would be Monday night, wouldn't it?
Saturday, Sunday, you'd have to do it Monday or Sunday night.
Big old chewy egg.
Yeah, either one. But Monday nights is when I do my live, so I might have to. I don't know. Maybe I'll just not trap on the weekends and then do it during the week.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure
figure something out anyhow. But and the other place that I want to trap is where the briars are so big you can't get into. I mean, I know there's a few sections that the briars are up so high and that you can't see the ditch, and there is tons of them back in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those make it interesting. That you get a good briar patch, and you're gonna get yourself tore up. But
I just set them right on the edge.
Oh, true.
I mean,
now
they come all the way through them. So,
do you ever use any lure or anything, or just kind of naturally let them come through?
I just let them go. I'm not going to use any bait. If I do, I'll get a carrot or something and put it on the triggers.
Yep.
But there's some places I have in my head that I need to trap, just where they would only be able to go through a trap. You know, I mean, they're little ditches, little travel ways.
Yep.
Put them right through a 220 without even fencing it off hardly. So,
What's your limit on steelhead for tomorrow?
Well, we're fishing a wild section, so it's catch and release only. If we get into hatchery fish on that river, it's 2 a day.
Okay.
So we've been usually we're turning up a fish per person each day, but it's hit and miss. It can either be really hot or it can be really slow. So it's all kind of dependent on how the fish are acting and what
Now,
pushes
wait a
in
minute.
during the tide cycles.
Yeah.
hang on. How can it be really, really hot if you're getting an average of 1 per day? That does not sound hot to me.
You ever fish for steelhead, Earl?
No, because I like catching fish.
Yeah. So you get a steelhead. If you go out and you're turning over steelhead at a rate of 1 a day, that's pretty darn good fishing anymore. Used to be that you could go, get on them pretty quick.
And that is exactly why I don't fish for them. What's up, PA?
It backfills the winter.
Yeah, I know.
When things are slow, you can't get offshore.
Yeah.
Mass don't want to bite.
I understand that, but
Yeah. And that's
When I
why
go
we fish for them. I grew up fishing for them, so
yeah.
it's just one of those things. When it gets cold and nasty out and everybody else is sitting inside by the fire or whatever else, we're out there getting soaking wet, icing our rod guides, and we're putting in the work.
Yeah.
Die hunter.
It's pretty dedicated.
How cold is it going to be for you guys tomorrow?
Oh, I think it's I want to say it's probably going to be in the where we're going. It's going to probably be in the upper 30s to start, and
Okay.
then it'll probably get up into like the high 40s, low 50s.
I gotcha. So it'll be pretty chilly to start with.
Oh yeah, it always is. Yeah, we've gotten so used to it over the years that it's just kind of like, yeah, I'll be a little cold in the morning and we'll deal with it, and well, that's what it is.
I got a question for you. What's a good set of waders to get for trapping and also for wading my creek fishing? Ones that don't have insulation in them.
Are you wanting chest or hip boots?
Chest.
Boy, that's hard. Non-insulated, I really couldn't help you out on that because the only pair I have is fully insulated because I use it for duck hunting too in the fall.
Yeah.
I
have a pair of Tide Wee, and I love them, but the knee is leaking already. I mean, they're a year old, but anyway, I need to.
If you want to, what's your price range, Earl?
Well, if they're gonna last, I'll get a good pair. I don't, but
Look at the Sims. Look at the Freestone and the tributaries. They come with the Sims waders. That's what I was using Caddis for a while, and I wore out the boots on them, and they wouldn't warranty it. But the Sims, certain pairs of theirs have a lifetime warranty. And I believe the Freestones have a lifetime warranty. Don't quote me on that, but go check them out.
what is the price on those approximate?
About 200.
Well, that's not that bad.
You have to get a pair of boots too. They're not boot foot.
They're not what?
They're not the boot foot waders. Are you looking for non-insulated boot foot waders?
What do you mean they're not the boot foot waders?
So some waders have the boot built in, kind of like your neoprene, and then these ones are stocking foot. So you have to get a pair of boots to go with them.
Oh. I don't know that would be a big deal either.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of boot options. I just got this set of Freestones, the Sims, and I've been really impressed with them. You know,
Yeah.
if it's cold out, you just layer up underneath of them, get it a little bit bigger than what you need, and just layer up, put on long johns and your pants, and slide into them, and a couple pairs of socks if you want, if your feet get cold easy. I use them winter steelhead fishing, so
Right.
I haven't had any issues with them at all.
My problem is, I mean, I don't mind the Tide Wee ones that I have for nutria hunting. I don't mind them because we do that in the wintertime. But going bass fishing in the summertime, wading the creek in those things is just, it's too much. Way too much.
It's so hot.
I know. So, I mean, you got to be waist deep in water at least to even be cool enough to fish. And then you can't fish because you're waist deep in water.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I try not anymore. I try to not get that deep into water, but sometimes it's just you got to do what you got to do.
Steve wonders if you're rigging up his rod for your trip.
I can do that right now, Steve. I'm actually getting a couple steelhead rods ready for the morning, but I'll go ahead and I got to get up in the ceiling. I do need to do that, so I'll go ahead and start rigging that. I got a couple special flashers for you, Steve. I'm not going to put flashers on right now. Steve, do you use a right hand or left hand reel? Does it matter?
I think he's a lefty. I think, but I'll let him answer that one.
I typically run a left hand, but I'm weird.
But I'm weird.
Wait, you say reel with your left hand?
Yeah, I reel with my left hand typically,
that's what
but
I
that's
do.
also.
That's what I do mainly. He's probably a right-hander. He goes any will work.
Okay.
I actually can go either way too. It's
I bet you can, Earl.
hey, you be quiet.
I'm
I
waiting
can-
for that.
I
I'm
can.
just waiting for
I know,
that.
I know you were. You replied way too fast to
I really did.
that. But yeah, anymore I pick up the rod that nobody else is using, and it doesn't really matter to me which side the reel's on. I mean the handle.
Well, if I'm bass fishing or steelhead fishing, all my casting reels are left hand. I just find it more comfortable, you know, if I'm fighting a fish or doing something like that. But yeah, offshore or whatever, you know, just plunking doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Jigging or plunking or whatever.
Iowa, what pelts are you working?
Beaver.
Don
Well-
wondered.
Nice.
I know I left myself open.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah.
I will show you what we're gonna do.
Kind of like when your wife was talking about the violin.
Right? That's fair.
I just had to.
Well, you should have stuck around there on what was that, Saturday night? Things got pretty on around my life.
I was there until you quit, I think.
We went till midnight my time.
10 o'clock?
Midnight. Well, it'd been 11, I think, for you.
No, you're on
Central.
Central, and then there's Mountain and Pacific. So you're 2 hours different than I am.
Oh, then maybe you were there. I don't remember.
I think I was there.
That night kind of blurs to me pretty good.
Don, I think it's because I was welding today. This side of my face feels really, really hot for some.
What are you doing, Earl?
Huh?
You welding without a hood?
No, I actually had one on, but I don't know why. It surprised me when I left there. This side of my face was hot, and I had no idea why. But
Oh, it could have just been reflectivity from, your surroundings. That
Right.
happens a lot.
I was using a torch to heat up some stuff too, and that might have done it.
Oh, that will. For sure.
And then I wasn't using a shield either, so that probably did it.
Okay. Time to rig up Steve's rod.
Put something on there that won't catch anything.
That's what I'm doing. I'm combining 2 different color weed beads. I'm going to put I'm going to make them a Christmas combination here.
There you go. Steve says he likes left-handed spinning reels.
That's what I run. All my stuff that I retrieve with is all left hand. Okay.
So what day did you see me? You saw me out there when we were herring fishing.
Yeah, you were herring fishing. We went out.
Yeah.
We went off
the ocean.
out in the ocean.
So the next Friday, I went out with Steve, and then on Saturday I took my boat out, and both days we were lingcodding. And
okay.
Saturday, I didn't even use my fish finder. I just went out and found Steve and set up like 20 yards from him.
Posted up on him.
In the first 15 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes, it's not real clear how long it was because things were getting so crazy. But we had 4 lingcod on board in that time. And the first one, we never hooked. It never got close to a hook. I netted it. It followed a sea bass up, and it was like 4 feet behind the sea bass, but it was just close enough I could get it with a net. And it was a 29-inch lingcod.
That's a good fish.
It was. Anyway, we almost drifted into Steve's boat because things got so hectic. And I was hoping I could drift into it and put a dent in it because it'd be the first one, But Steve kind of shoved us away. But anyway, yeah, we loaded it out.
Nice
pretty
strong
quick.
knot on your chain. So yeah, I'll be tying up more mooching rigs tomorrow. The guy we're going out with, Skipper, he's got a bunch tied up already. You met Skipper while we were down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So our Springer trolling setup. This is our terminal tackle connection. So we put a weed bead, which is just one of these T beads here.
Yeah.
And then we put this other bead back here. And then the line lock goes there. That's what our weight drops off of. And then our chain swivel, and then all of our shock bumper and everything else connects to that. So it should be good to go. Actually, oops, I did that backwards. I'll let Levy do this.
As long as it's
The little bead needs to go in front of the weed bead to protect the rod eye when you reel up, because you just got so much tackle dangling off of it, and you're kind of fighting in a confined space. So
Yeah.
especially river fishing, a lot more obstacles.
Are you going? You're on a boat, or
Yeah. So we're going out of Scappoose Bay, and we'll be going on the Multnomah Channel. It's kind of the first stop for the salmon that come up the Willamette.
Yeah.
But we also have, what's that?
Chasing Dreams came in.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude.
So do you guys have like a salmon run that's coming soon, or?
Oh, it's already showing up. It's spring Chinook.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, the spring Chinook are coming, and they're already in the river. Some of the guides are already popping them pretty good. We're doing where we're fishing is a troll fishery, so we're gonna go and troll cut plug herring, run triangle flashers, and but different sections of river fish differently for them. Some sections of river are what we call anchor fisheries. We go anchor up. We put out quick fish like K14s, K16s in some cases. We'll just anchor. We put like a 6-ounce lead. Depends on the day. We could either be 4 feet off the bottom or 5 feet off the bottom. And we just sit there and let them work in the current. And each pod that migrates through, you'll get your aggressive fish. And that's how we get those. But trolling's a heck of a lot more involved in a river than it is offshore, because your depth changes really fast. You know, you're basically dropping down to the bottom, 2 cranks up, and you're fishing. And that can make things pretty darn interesting in a hurry, especially when you got log deadheads and stumps and wrecked cars and all that good stuff.
I could see that.
Yeah, definitely changes perspectives in a hurry.
So they
Ocean,
trap-
you just drop it, you drop it down, you find your, 200-300 foot line or whatever the fish are sitting at, and you fish all depths until you find out where they're at. I've seen them fly up on the finder, fly up out of the finder and come crash into your gear. You can see it. It's kind of amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just replying to comments on my YouTube channel, so you guys can chat all you want.
So you said they come in like pods or like?
Yeah,
stuff?
we call them a pod, and the reason why we call them a pod is like a school is thousands of fish. We'll get like 10, 15 moving together. That's kind of how they move through the river. It's a safety thing.
Yeah.
And they'll move through the river 10 to 15 at a time. Usually our first indicator outside of having rods go off is we'll start seeing sea lions. And it's like, okay, there's fish. And the sea lions will just kind of be flanking us. They're not fans of boats, but don't think for a second they won't sneak up and grab your fish.
No
They're-
kid.
Yeah, they're obnoxious. I hate them, but that's usually your first indicator, and then you'll start seeing people, around you. They start hooking fish, and it's usually a pretty good sign. And once that happens, all bets are off.
Huh. That'd be kind of cool to see.
And it can come and go just as fast as you see it. Coho, I fish inland a lot, so the coho, when they start coming, it looks like a bathtub boiling down the river. They're very showy fish, and so they jump a lot, and so they roll and jump and do all that stuff. Now that's more of the appropriate setup there. So that little chartreuse speed protects your rod tip. So when you're going to land, you basically crank down to your rod tip, lift and swing, and then off of that line lock there, you'll have like a 12 to 24 inch leader, and that has a 6-ounce cannonball that drops down. That's what's keeping your gear down at the bottom as you're trolling it. It helps with the scope of your line, like your line angle and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, geez, you troll 6 ounce? That's nothing. Out in the Columbia, we could troll up to a pound.
Yeah, right.
Offshore too. I mean, divers work great offshore. So is fishing on the wire. So that one's ready. Put that back.
Yeah, a lot of times we're either using 12 or 16 ounces out in the ocean when we're
Yeah, you got to put it down in there because, boy, if you don't, you're just kind of swimming at the surface. But same guys going out with Skipper, we were catching fish in the prop wash out in the ocean.
Yeah. No, I'm talking for coho, which they'll bite right at the surface anyhow. So
Yeah, they're kind of reckless. That's for
yeah,
sure.
that's why I go for them because they're easy to catch. You remember? I do easy.
This one is pretty much ready to go.
Chasing Dream said he cries a little at the amount of gear that he lost in the ocean or in the rivers and stuff.
What did he say? I'm sorry, I didn't pick that up.
He said oh, get out of here, Siri. He says that the amount of gear I've lost trolling the Siuslaw makes me cry a little.
Yeah. Siuslaw is a little bit different, that's for sure. Good river.
That's where my boss always went, is the Siuslaw, and he did pretty good there. Not for springers. Not for springers. He was in the fall run, but
yeah, those coast rivers produce better in the fall than they do the spring.
yeah,
They used to be good all the time.
Yeah,
but
Your size one?
that's a good one.
Yeah. You can just feel this. I mean, it's so soft. I love
Chasing
beaver.
Dreams, I'm not even sure what I use in the ocean because all the other guys that go with me buy all the gear and set it all up. I just drive the boat. So, they use whatever they want to use. And we did pretty good 2 years ago. Last year, we didn't do worth sick'em out there.
The fish were way out last year.
I know we didn't go out for them, but
I don't blame you for not going out super far.
we should have. I mean, we were halfway to them. We should have just gone out to them. Easily could have, but
Now, do a lot of these ocean fish you guys go after, do they like migrate or are they kind of always in an area?
the bottom fish are always there.
Yeah.
The salmon are,
I know salmon kind of migrate.
yeah, they kind of migrate, and the halibut are always there. Tuna migrate, and they come in close enough for some people to go after in late July and August about. But they're still, a lot of times they're still 30 miles out.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a dream if they were that far all the time.
Oh, yeah. But
No, I don't. I mean, that's kind of intriguing. I don't know hardly anything about fishing, period, nonetheless, off the ocean. So. I'm the Walmart pole with a bobber and a night crawler on the bottom type guy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that at all.
Pull bush light in my left hand and see what happens. I might actually have to. What's that? Go ahead.
I would say the bigger the fish you go after, the more complicated the gear gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do enjoy some bass fishing.
I do
A
too.
lot. Man.
I got a spot by me. It's a so I'm by a huge lake. I'm not sure. Well, huge for us. It's the biggest one in Iowa. And I grew up about a half a mile from its bank. And there's a big creek behind where I grew up. When the lake comes up, it floods this creek. It goes from 6 inches of water to 8 foot of water. And all day long, you can sit on this little bridge because the creek's only about 10 foot wide. And catch what we call sheephead or freshwater drum all day long. Right at dusk, you can catch as many 2 to 5 pound channel cats as you want coming up. It's fun.
I'm gonna go for just a little bit. You guys can keep chatting. I'll be right back.
Sure.
All right, we'll be here.
We'll try to entertain the crowd.
I don't even know how many's in this crowd.
We got a few. We'll see if it pops up. I can't see any of the chat. I got my phone set up here.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
So you guys are taking a boat tomorrow then, huh?
Yeah, on Wednesday. So my friend Jim, he's got a 21-foot Hughes craft. It's basically the same as Steve's. And we're going to take that out and go troll for salmon. It's still, I guess we could say that it's still kind of early in the season, but we're already starting to see good numbers in the lower river system. So
Okay.
I think Cabin Fever's got the best of old Skipper. So he's like, all right, we got to go out here and see if we can't get one of these nice, bright, fresh fish. And
Yeah.
Steve's never river fished before, so it's
Oh,
kind
cool.
of Jim and I. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So we want to get him out because he's only ocean fished for salmon, which we love the ocean fish for salmon too. It's just they got the ocean shut down for salmon fishing right now, so they did it from California all the way up to us.
Is that just because of the season or?
Low numbers.
I gotcha.
Chasing
they
dreams. Yes, the sheephead are the ones with the human-looking teeth.
Sheep's head has a human-looking teeth.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
you didn't look them up.
I'll
They
have
got
to.
teeth just like you do.
Kind of scary.
I know they got this weird like stone in their skull too. That's kind of weird.
Line lock giving me issues here. Come on.
They make really good trapping bait though.
What do sheep's head?
Yep.
Well, I'm talking the ones out in the ocean. I'm not sure about the ones you're talking about.
Ah.
Oh, the freshwater drum.
Yeah, that's why I know they make pretty good trap bait. How big do the saltwater drum get?
I don't think we have any of those out here.
Yeah, I don't know of any.
There we go. All right, we got trolling rods rigged.
Bobby says they get giant.
Could have swore I'd seen that on TV somewhere, but
So, Brian, do you have one hooked up for me yet?
I can come to that arrangement for you, Earl. I only got about 800 rods, so.
make sure you put the stuff on backwards again.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, no problem. I'll put the beads on backwards, that way I bust an eye out. All right. Well, those are done. I needed to do that. That'll work.
So I talked to Brad, the guy that owns Umatilla 2.
Yeah.
Out in Newport. I talked to him the other day, and he told me that he never even gave Mike his sweatshirt. I gave Brad a sweatshirt for Brad and a sweatshirt for Mike, and then I gave Brad 3 of them. I gave him one for Troy, one for himself, and one for Mike. But he gave Troy his, but he said he kept the other 2. He said, I'm not giving it to Mike. He said, those things are too comfortable. So he got 2 of them.
Well, heck, that's not bad. He's got himself a backup when he gets all them crab guts on him.
He says he doesn't wear it for work. He wears it for town. because he likes it so much.
I'm just looking at the comments.
Everybody that has one of mine says they are the most comfortable sweatshirts they've ever had. And I don't know why. I mean, I just went online and ordered them. I mean,
They are pretty good.
Pick the right stuff.
they
Well-
can get close to 5 feet and up to around 60 pounds is what Bobby says.
Wow.
Oh,
Got something in my throat that won't let go.
quick tip for all the anglers out there that have boats. You can get one of these big industrial sized jugs of the lemon dish soap for washing down your stuff. I got this at the restaurant supply store for $7. Works just like the Lemon Joy.
Cheap enough.
Oh yeah. Well, when you're washing down plugs and lures and reels and you know bait trays and all that kind of stuff, man, that's the stuff right there. It works good. So, well, I think I'm going to get off here, Earl. I got to get up early to go chase some fish. So,
All right, no problem. I think I'm going to shut her down too. Iowa can go live.
yeah.
I got too much stuff going on.
What's that?
I got too much stuff going on.
Oh.
I'd miss out on 20 minutes of chat, and I didn't realize I'm live if I don't hear anybody talking.
Yeah.
No, I did it before. I did that one time, went live, started flushing. And yeah, it was literally probably 20 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah. And I looked up and yeah, it was flowing. I was like, oh, sorry guys. I just got in my zone and didn't even realize it. I can't
All right.
multitask. My wife tells me that.
I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Thanks
Good luck,
for coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shut her down.
Okay, well, I'll just sit here and probably be in that little private conversation that we had last time.
Yeah. That was weird.
Yeah, that was. I didn't know it could do that.
Well, thanks for coming in, everybody. Appreciate it. I'm going to head out. So catch you next Monday.
Yeah, we'll take care, bud.